Alright, folks. Good lord. That song is so incredible. And of course, Wolong knows what they're doing because I don't want to spoil anything, but Wolong is very much like Elden Ring, where that song comes back at the very end, and it is hype as fuck. We have well past the time at which we can swear, so we are fine. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely hit that bell, because the channel trailer says nothing about Sunday streams, but doing either a Saturday or a Sunday stream is kind of not optional at this point. That's what I would say. We need to go live on TikTok. We need to say hello to the TikTok audience. Let's do that. Oh, that's wrong. Wait a minute. Cancel. So we want to make sure and do gaming. We want to make sure and type Warframe. There we go. All right. Let's do this. I mean, I could put a picture behind there. That's kind of a nice idea. Maybe I'll do that. All right. Anyway, let's go. Gaming, Warframe with viewers. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's go. Nice. I could put my classic background behind me. I mean, that's not a bad idea. It's gonna be like a weird framing. Nah, I feel like I should just leave it black. I don't think it matters too much. Let's go. I think we're good to go. Let's pop TikTok out. Oh, you guys can see TikTok. Let's go over here. And we are just about good, folks. Okay, so today is a very special day. I've managed to line it up perfectly. I'm an absolute genius, completely unintentionally. But let's do an audio test. Genius, completely unintentional. Yeah, it sounded good. I mean, I don't need to worry about it at this point. It's all set up. As always, I got my usernames down there. Wild Wolf is in chat. Gaming hours. Let's see. Fuck, what do we have to do, folks? Today is the last day. That's what I will say. Today is the last day of doing Warframe reviews. We're gonna save all the new Warframes. You know, I think we'll get around to them. Definitely Varuna and all that shit. That's gonna be a classic. But I gotta figure out where I can get Wild Wolf in. Fuck. I mean, here's what I was gonna say. Today we are doing buff frames and we are doing shield frames. So there are 4 buff frames. And you guys can scoff at this all you want. I say Mirage is a buff frame. She has 5 Archon shards. Chroma is a buff frame. He has 2 Archon shards. Rhino, the king of the buff frames. We're going to review him first with 5 Tau Forged Archon shards. One of the most baller builds you'll ever see. And of course, Saryn Prime, the weirdest one that I've decided to build as a buff frame. So let's see what Wild Wolf is saying. I'm jumping across the plains. Yes. Wild Wolf, I am not going to race you. I have things to do today. Today is a very busy day because we are in a very special, unique situation. Today is Archon Hunt Day. Today is Sunday. And that means we will actually get to test Rhino in the perfect setting. A Wisp would be nice. Does he have a Wisp? Dude, Wisp is pretty easy to get. At least from what I can remember. Wild Wolf, are you responding to me live just in the Warframe chat? I mean, this is kind of sick. I mean, this is... Folks, you want to come chat live? You want to have your chat show up on my fucking game? That's what you got to do. So anyway, today's Archon Hunt Day, and the sole use for Rhino is now Archon Hunts. That's what he does. Oh my god, look at that. 5 Tau Forged Archon shards. The weirdest choice by far is a double health Tau Forged Archon shard. Okay. We've also got a bonus for energy, 75%. And of course, 2 15s. And you're going to notice... right off the bat, before I even look at mods, we are hitting 350% strength. And when we talk about the buffs that are going in live, yeah, I think Wild Wolf is responding to us in chat. Dude, we have Peanut Gallery. Wild Wolf is Peanut Gallery. Hey, hang on. Wild Wolf first. God, can I not type? First of the Peanut Gallery. the founder. This is the peanut gallery, all right? Fucking message me. Is it too late to get into Warframe? Oh, you should not have asked that question. Because on Wednesday, Warframe is officially coming out as a roguelike. So if you like any roguelikes, if you like anything like that, the randomized aspect, Warframe is releasing Plains of Deviri, which is an alternate path through Warframe. You can get Warframes, you can get, stuff, you can basically play the whole game without having to do the star chart through Deviri. And it's like this awesome roguelike mode, and it just looks sick and it looks excellent. See, Wild Wolf loves it. So here's what I say, Jason. Would that be Cone? I think that would be like Cone or something. That's kind of a sick name. Download Warframe. If you're on PC, you can send me a friend request. My username is right there. Let's grind together. Anyway, we're getting distracted. This is build time. Let's look at some numbers. Blind Rage, Transient Fortitude, Umbral Fiber, and Umbral Intensify. Oh, and also Power Drift. So those are our power strength mods, and that's already getting us to 354, because mostly Blind Rage and Transient Fortitude, and also Umbral Intensify. Like, these two mods are essentially the same now. Do you see that? Like, as long as you have double Umbra, you're going to have that 55, and it's just going to be savage. Okay. Power Drift, obviously a must. Growing Power, obviously a must. Okay, let's do some math right now. So let's see. Molt Vigor is 45% power strength, just guaranteed, as soon as I use my operator ability. So that means that I'm already getting to 400% power strength, and then you add Empower, which is another 50% power strength, and you're getting to 450% power strength. And that's not even talking about growing power. And as long as you have, there's a lot of power strength buffs. Zenuric Bubble, Growing Power, Empower, and Molt Vigor. So you're getting 4 bonus power strength buffs just from doing a simple action. Okay. And all of that works for one reason. Well, 2 reasons. You're going to notice Ironclad Charge. This is going to really be the secret to buffing your 2, which is your 100% damage negation ability. So it simplifies a lot of shit. Anyway, let's see what Wild Wolf says. I wonder if it's be free on the update. Steinex was already free. They gave it away for free, and you missed it. I mean, if you missed it, you missed it. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. The one thing I will say, Blind Rage sucks because you're forced to use Streamline, so you're automatically taking up 2 slots. But it doesn't matter because it's Rhino. You're going to also notice that I have Prime Continuity. It's basically a must on every build. That's what you're going to learn. Iron Shrapnel lets me recast my 2. In a lot of situations, you don't need it because your 2 is going to get deleted. So, take it or leave it. I think it's pretty useful just for simplicity's sake. That's what I say. But anyway, the 4 power strength buffs are going to get Roar. Okay, I'm just going to throw this out there, and if anyone can match me, power strength buff. Let's see. With the 4 power strength buffs, the biggest number I've gotten, if someone else has growing power, I've hit 260% damage buff on Roar. We lost all the TikTok viewership, but we're going to get on with it. Arcane Guardian is a must. You're really just buffing your 2 and also buffing your 3. And that's what the charge is. You don't have any range deficiencies, so you're going to hit everybody for the most part. I didn't miss it. You sold him for... Oh, dude. Warframe needs to rework the slot system. You need to be able to buy slots without plat. That's like the biggest hatred I have for this game, is like the fact that slots cost you money guaranteed. Like, it forces you to spend like even a little bit of money. Well, you get like a 75% coupon, and you can get a lot of plat with that. Oh, do we have a Volt Prime build? Okay, let's do this. So you pretty much saw the build. I think I covered everything. Oh, the double red is also going to get me over to 350 just at base, which is pretty crazy because it's 30% power strength. Yeah, I pretty much covered it. So yeah, obviously flexing with the 5 Tau Forge. Let's look at this Volt build, and then let's do an Archon hunt for the first time. Yeah, we lost literally everyone on TikTok. Okay, anyway. Nice. Okay, this is what I like to see. Sprint boost and rush Is that 1 point or 2? I'm gonna give him 2 points. Speed drift, armored agility. That's another point. Max strength. That's obviously another point. Just sacrificing efficiency and having. Well, you have decent energy, and the speed lasts. Oh, 15 seconds. Wait, seriously? 15 seconds? How does it last 15 seconds? That seems wrong. Oh, is this my build? No, wait. No, that's right. Yeah, I mean, 15 seconds is pretty good. That's pretty manageable. All right, I like it. What is it? I'll give him 5 points. I'll give him 5 points. I don't know where the last point came from. I lost it somewhere, but I think it's a good build. I think 5 points for the tenacity. Oh, and having the rank 1 of these guys, like, dude, grinding for that shit is so worth it. Anyway, that's an S tier build. All right, Wild Wolf. You got the Latum and the Fell Arcs. Oh, I'm using the Fell Arcs right now to do the Archon hunt. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's go. You're going to just watch some true gameplay. Let's hope I don't embarrass myself. That's all I can say. You know, don't... So far, we haven't had any kind of, like, Twitch viewership, but, you know, I wasn't really expecting it. I'm not really sure how that works. I just kind of let it ride. I don't really do much to it. Okay. Archon Hunt Showdown. Showdown. Showdown at the Alamo. All right. I mean, this should be pretty straightforward. As long as we don't mess anything up. Just be patient with me, folks. If we get someone who's a little bit... Oh. I wonder if Bright Pink Guy is going to... I wonder if Bright Pink Guy is also antisocial. A little energetic, little flashy colors. Kind of like it. It's like an ice cream cone. Or like a froyo... I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Alright, first things first. Pop this to get Molt Vigor. Doesn't matter because I got to pop it again. Boop. Okay. Is everybody loaded in? No. Everybody is not loaded in. Look at that. Oh, this guy's got the Fenmore. That's good. I like the Fenmore. Personally, I'm more of a shotgun Fell Arcs. I mean, are these guys loaded in or what? Is it what's... Oh, we have 2 Revenants. Okay. Are we going to have 3 Revenants? Come on, dude. Oh, he just sent it. Oh, nice. All right. So I need a bunch of enemies, first of all. I'm going to shoot one. I'm going to try and hit as many. Oh, I hit 2. No, I got to get out of here. Okay, I'm going to die. Okay, so we got to do this. And then this. And then this. And that's 449. And I'm just going to pop that. Let's see. 11,000. Oh, my God. Worthless. What the hell? Oh, there we go. 91,000. Okay. Never mind. That was the actual damage building up. Okay, we're good. 90,000. We should be fine. Oh, that's a window. Oh, my God. Come on, dude. Let's go. I just been sitting around for so long. 52k endo. Oh. That's Wild Wolf. I was like, is there a dude in chat? Okay, here we go. Yes, we have the... So I wonder if anyone has Zadas. That's the thing. If they have Zadas, it's a different ballgame. Okay, let's pop this. Boop. Where is it? Good? In the right place? Yes. Okay, here we go. And roar buff. 247. There you go. That's the number. And you delete. And you're pretty much looking for DPS. Just headshots. Mira is so fucking annoying. And she heals. Oh, they're getting deleted. Oh, dude, Fenmore. I like that. Maybe I need to be using Fenmore. Oh my God. I mean, did you see that guy? He deleted... I mean, it was just... There was no gameplay. And if he did that because of the roar buff. But that just means that if I use it, then I'll also get the roar buff. So it's kind of brainless. Alright, let's go. Let's go to A. This is the parkour challenge. You gotta be the fastest. You gotta. I mean, there's no other way. And this is where you practice your parkour. But these open maps, it's pretty simple. Like, you're usually gonna be faster than everybody else. Oh, nice. Nice. Easy. And then you get there, and then you just gotta kill them before someone else shows up. Because otherwise it's embarrassing. That's all I can say. Alright, there you go. Easy. Anybody? Yeah, there he is. Oh, goodbye. Psych. Look at that. Tricked him. I'm too quick. I'm way too quick. You know it. You see it. I hope it's running smoothly. It's running at 70 on my end. Yeah, my PC is really chugging right now. Oh, over here. Alright, too easy. Look at that. Alright, folks. And we're back. Let's get this Zenurik bubble going, and we're chilling. I mean, God, how many of these have I done? I'm just too cruel to the TikTok audience. Every time I do the build review, everybody leaves. And then in the gameplay, it slowly builds up again. And then they're like, oh, great, another fucking build review. But, you know, we're close. Here's what I can say. I have some ideas. I think when I do the weapon tier list, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the builds in one segment. And then all the tests in one segment. So we can just go back and forth swapping weapons. And what I was thinking is this is where Wild Wolf will come in. He's going to join me in ESO. Because for me, the real use of a meta primary is like competing with your friends. Like competing with your teammates for top frag. You know, in kills and in damage. Like look at that. Oh, that's damage taken. Never mind. Fuck off. I was like, oh, I'm doing good. Never mind. Jesus. I think they're close. I guess, you know, for some people it's easy, for some people not so much. But in this situation, I think maybe I try out the Fen more. Okay, he kind of just deleted everything, so that might be the secret hack. This is just taking way too fucking long. This is what you get for counting on everybody else. There you go. There you go. You got the Deacon thing? No, he doesn't have the Deacon thing. What's this guy rocking? Oh yeah, he's using the Latum. Well, maybe that's the answer. Oh, right here. There you go. Right here. There you go. Jesus Christ. I mean, talk about taking fucking 10 years. Oh my God. Alright, here we go. I mean, this is pretty much it. It's just a roar buff. And then I'm pretty sure Latum dude is just going to delete them. So maybe I should be using the Latum. Alright, folks? We'll give it a shot. We will definitely give it a shot. And then maybe that means I can just use something like the Spore Lacer primary and just kind of rock it. Because it's nice to have like a clearer and then also like a DP. Oh, she's just right fucking there. Okay, there you go. Pop. And then let's get a growing power. And then let's do it. 247. Oh, I didn't get antisocial. Where was he? Somewhere too far away. Okay, there you go. Okay. What the fuck? You see that? What is going on? I mean, it's just so... Oh my god, it's just so fucking... Oh, did she just heal a whole bunch? I think she's like healing. Okay, the roar buff ran out, so we gotta go again. So we're gonna do this. Thank you, Google. Oh, that's wrong. Oh my god, so embarrassing. Okay, Google. Thank you, Google. See, that's how you turn off Google. I'm sorry, folks. This is just embarrassing me. There you go, there's 247. Oh, I'm rock. I am rock hard. Oh, and my iron skin ran out. Okay, there you go. Boop. Get a little bit of that. Oh, no, I didn't get anything, I guess. Boop. There you go, 200, okay. Where's my friend? Is he okay? I think we're fine for the most part. Yep, there you go, alright. Let's see what kind of buff I get. Yeah, I'm just embarrassing myself at this point. Nira is so annoying, and I really think the Felarx is not keeping up. Oh, 225. Looks like I did not get one of the buffs. This is, I mean, dude. This is going to take so long. It's already 27 minutes in. Well, I was a little bit late. Where is this fucking Nero? Over here? Okay, cool. Jesus. I mean, worst one by far. That's all I can say. Worst one by far. Worst Archon. Alright, I think I'm good. Yeah, there's 247. Yeah, I mean, Latham is kind of keeping up. Yeah, he's just rocking. I mean, I guess the headshots are kind of brainless with the Latham. Oh my god. Literally every time she goes half health, she summons more. So the more times... Oh my god, and this fucker. This one. That dude healed her. Oh my god, I swear to Christ. This is just never ending. Never ending. There we go, there's 247. Just get it done, folks. Alright. There you go, that's what I want to see. I guess I reloaded too early. Oh, let's heal my cat a little bit. Yeah, I think we're fine. Oh, my Iron Skin is out. Okay, come on, folks. A little bit longer. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I think we're good. There you go. Jesus Christ. Fuck off. I mean, like, it's what you want. Like a bot, like a super tanky boss. And especially one that summons one specific unit that is actually able to heal her for, like, a third of her health, which is just so fucking stupid. Like, god damn. Who asked for this? Who wants this? But that's what you get, okay? And that's why you need the 240% roar buff, and that's why I think I might try out the Latham, maybe? I don't know. Let's see what Wild Wolf has to say. 11 million credits, 5 plat. Cringe. I mean, here's what I say, Wild Wolf. Sometimes you only get plat when there's a sale. And I don't know when the sales happen, but I mean, it's $10. And I can't tell you how valuable a little bit of plat is. And it's like, oh, it's a free-to-play game. Spending a little bit of money, be careful. Especially with the Prime Access. Be careful. But they make it valuable. Especially, at least for just slots. Like, dude, look at this. Hang on. I have the maximum Riven capacity. I've had to buy so many fucking Riven slots. And I didn't get that through, you know, being over 1,000 and getting 3 Riven slots every once in a while. No, I bought so many slots. So many slots. And it's like, dude, if you're gonna, like, at some point it is just sunk cost fallacy, the game, but what's not to love, dude? Be careful, as I say, as always. But that's kind of the vibe, all right? Maybe it's a good chance to rock. No, I do think Slimy Grabulon will do pretty well. Yes, dude. See Wild Wolf in the chat giving me reactions. That's what I love. Shout out Wild Wolf. Okay, folks. It's time to get serious. All right. We are talking about my number 1 most used frame. We are back in the grind. My number 1 most used frame, Saryn Prime. I leveled up so many everythings with her. It was just too easy. I'm in the wrong area. I need to actually get out of this place that's going to fuck up my effects. I need to go back to the orbiter. Give me a second, folks. This drifter camp has a day-night cycle, and like everything is just bugged. Like the rendering on everything is just fucked up, and it just sucks. Anyway, okay. This is Saryn Prime. Of course, with the wonderful Void Shell skin, and then I think this is a Tenogen helmet, so pretty sick. Let's get right into the build. It's gonna be pretty brainless. First things first, as always, double Umbra for 55 and adaptation. Obviously, Umbral Vitality in this case, plus the Arcane Grace combo for maximum healing. You're also going to notice my Hatred, the Hatred, my mod, signature mod named after me. For 15 strength, Augur Secrets for 24, Transient Fortitude for 55, and I've saved a mod slot by using a lower rank Power Drift. And we're also getting Growing Power. So literally every single mod, every single percentage mod is strength. And you want to know why? Because I put in Venom Dose, and you're going to come over here and you're going to say Spores. Okay, you can either put it on people or you put it on your gun and you get 260% corrosive damage. And then you're going to say Roar, and you're going to say you're going to get 78% flat damage. And then you say Toxic Lash, and you're going to get 78% toxin damage. And then you also have Miasma, which is also going to give you a big fat viral dump on everybody. So that's pretty much it. Obviously, Prime Continuity. Here's the thing. If you want to cast Spores on everybody, they're still going to die, okay? Just cast it in a smaller group, and it won't delete everything in a giant map size, but it will do pretty well, okay? It's a Savage build. Obviously, you of course, Molt Vigor. But you know what this means with Molt Vigor? You're going to have to go into your operator, press 1 for your Roar, press 1 for your Toxic Lash, and press 1 for your Spores, which I don't think you need to do for Venom Dose. It's 260%. You don't need to buff it that much. Anyway, let's see what Wild Wolf has to say, and then we'll get right into it. Let's do this. So we're going to sell price. Let's see. Datat. Plague Kripath. Oh, Plague Kripath is a good one. Syath is a good one. Sepulchrum. I don't know about price though. Here's the thing. If it's all like a good roll, yeah, if it's like a dog shit roll, then sell it at the lowest market price. Yeah, this is like negative crit chance. They're all unrolled, yeah. Sell them at the unrolled price. Yeah, if you don't want them. So like go on like here's the thing, Wildwolf. Go on Warframe Market, look up that specific weapon, sort by price, go to the top, go to like the cheapest, and then maybe go like 5 plat more, or like 1 plat less, or like just finagle it. But those are just unrolled. You're gonna do better with unrolleds, because that's what I buy. Here's the thing, dude. Also, I am such a whale for the Riven market as well. Like I've bought so many Rivens just because like I wanted to just have a nice, for all the meta weapons, all the AoE primaries. Anyway, we're getting distracted. Yes, we're good to go. Let's go. All right. Yeah, that's what I would say, Waldwell. Just leave them unrolled. Don't bother spending a bunch of Kuva. Because once you start talking about, like, oh, God roll, God, it's like, fuck off. No one's going to buy that shit. You're going to buy a bunch of... Dude, there's so many dudes. Like, there was this one guy... oh, my God. Yeah, and he was like this total... I mean, he was only selling Rivens for, like, 1 weapon. I think he was the Bosmu or something. And we were just haggling, and he was like, oh, fuck off. And then later he was like... Because I was trying to sell some really meta AoE primary Riven. Because at some point I was like opening. Okay, oh my god, dude, this is gonna be so cringe. Are you ready? So we are getting Molt Vigor. We are getting buff from Black and White Man. Let's see what kind of roar buff we get. 130% roar, and this is the roar that's cut in half. So that oh my god, it's so cringe. So if this was on Rhino, it would be 260. You would just be hitting 260 like it was nothing. It's just too cringe. I'm dead. Wow, I'm actually getting pretty deleted. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's cast Spores. Let's cast a little bit of Spores. Let's just try and delete everything. I mean, you're going to see that, like, yeah, Spores may be useful. I think Miasma is generally more useful. But it's pretty much you're just buffing the fuck out of your everything. Yeah, I can get staggered by my own bow, whatever. Doesn't really matter. You can get out of range pretty quick. Yeah, but I would say Miasma's pretty useful. Your Spores are going to stay active. Look at this. They're actually spreading. I have 0 range mods, and it's actually just like the Spores are just chilling. They're just having their way. I don't really have to do anything. They just kind of exist. It's super nice. Let's get a big roar buff. Let's get a Venom Dose. And I think we should just delete everything. I think the thing is that actually the lens is a little bit too slow. Kind of messing with the groove, but I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it a little bit better. But as you can see, this is kind of the whole gameplay. Of course, when I do my 3, I'm going to want to get as much strength as I can. I guess we're hitting 129, which is pretty good. I guess it's the same as the roar buff, so that's as plain as you can make it. I guess I can actually shoot the lens faster than I expected, but you're kind of seeing how it works. It's pretty much just be in the air when you shoot. Don't land where you're going to shoot, and you'll be fine. Like, you don't really want to be staggered by your own shot. That's definitely going to fuck you up, but that's like level 1 gameplay. Like, obviously not having self-damage is really nice, but it still means that the stagger is going to kind of like, you know, it's going to do a little bit, but whatever. You can handle it. I believe in you. We're all adults here. I mean, this is just cruising maneuvers. Yeah, you see how I was like inches from the explosion? That's pretty much the only thing you need to worry about. Like with these buff frames, the whole idea is that you pick a weapon that, you know, like I would even say that the... Here, what am I trying to say? I would say that the lens is a bad choice. I would say that the lens is a bad choice for a buff frame. Like, you really want to use something that's like a little bit lower damage, but is going to benefit from like that huge damage boost that you're giving it. So like something like even like a Bosmu or like a Trumna or like the Astilla would be a good choice. You know, I think here's a or even like a beam weapon. I think beam weapons just kind of love buffs in general. Like, they're just go wild. So I would say like the Spore Lacer primary would be a good choice. Obviously, Slimy Grabulon is my namesake, but you know, you name it whatever you want. Yeah, but that's a classic. It's literally, I think they call it a tongue-like appendage, and it's just savage, just absolute savage mode. Let's hit him with the miasma. Yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of slowing down. I definitely think that, you know, not being in the black and white man's area is going to slow me down a lot. I also think not doing the Molt Vigor is dumb as hell. But, you know, I think here it's this simple. Keep that Spore active. Here's the thing. I'm chilling in an arena. The whole point of this arena is that every enemy in this arena should have spores eventually. Now, if I can hit Torment at least once, I think he will go bye-bye. I also have my 1 that I need to be casting, and I think that will also kind of make him go bye-bye. There you go. So yeah, I mean, obviously the thing to think about with these buff frames is you do have, you know, oh my god, I'm getting deleted. There you go, that's how you deal with them. Kind of just dash around their center. But yeah, here we go. Molt Vigor, obviously. And I'm dead. Here we go. Don't worry, as long as there's a couple Corpus around, we'll just headshot all of them. Don't worry. There you go, we're back. Alright. So we have Molt Vigor, so let's hit Roar for 100%. Let's get another Molt Vigor. And let's hit Toxic Lash, and they're down. Okay, cool. Let's catch these guys. And I think we're out of here, folks. Are they both dead? Yeah, I think they're both dead. Alright, cool. Yeah, that was a fail, but obviously you can see. Like, I think really when you're talking about a buff frame, what you're talking about is like being solely reliant on your weapon, okay? Alright, like you can't, you know, I would say even Saryn with her spores, it's not really like gonna CC enemies. It's not, you know, it's mostly just gonna add to your damage output. And so like, yeah, you can be spamming spores and miasma, but you know, that's only so effective, especially in the steel path. So, you know, adding these buffs on top of your weapon really means that you are reliant on your weapon. So I would say like a Phantasma is a good choice, or a, obviously I said it before, no, Vermisplicer, not Spore Lacer, Vermisplicer, because that's the tongue-like appendage. Yeah, and you know, that's an Amprex, that's a Ignis Wraith. You get the idea. It's pretty basic. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I could pick a few weapons that would be nice on Saryn, and you know, I think when we talk about meta primaries, we'll also talk about, you know, a lot of these weapons are, better choices in certain situations or with certain frames, but I think you get the idea. Yeah, like the Stalta might not be a good choice. It already pretty much one-shots everything, so the Stalta is better off getting like a fire rate buff or something. So I would say like a Phantasma might be an interesting choice. But anyway, let's go. So we already did Rhino. We already did Saryn. So next up, the next buff frame is, I guess, Chroma. Yep, it's Chroma. All right, Chroma's a classic. Yeah, I feel like Chroma might be a good choice for this Phantasma. Yeah, let's give it a shot. All right, so Chroma has 2 red Archon shards for duration, and that's going to give me some nice crisp numbers. I got 247 duration. I got 249 strength. Those are the main things. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see. So, right off the bat, let's see. We got narrow-minded. We don't care about range, so narrow-minded is an absolute yes. We got prime continuity. And obviously we got the 2 Archon shards, so we're hitting a nice number. And you're really looking for, on Vex armor, I have 61 seconds. So we have just over a minute. I have just over a minute to remember that I have to recast my 3, is what's going to happen. If I forget to recast my 3, I'm dead, because I'm an idiot and I deserve to die. Okay, folks? And especially if I'm in the black and white area, I don't know if I'm going to get in the black and white area again, so it's really going to fuck up my build. So I have to keep recasting that every minute, and it really fucks with me, because I'm an idiot. I can't express it enough. Anyway. Let's see. I have Transient Fortitude. I have double Umbra, obviously with adaptation and rage. And you're going to say, well, he's not really a tank. Well, guess what? Vex armor is going to give me over 1,000 bonus armor. Okay, so whatever your armor is, it's going to go crazy. It doesn't matter. And he has 400 armor at base, which is just criminal. You're going to notice Empower because his 1 obviously is fucking useless, so it doesn't matter. His 2, I've opted for Fire, so it's going to give me bonus health. And you're really just scaling for power strength, as much strength as you can get. I'm never going to use his 4, but it's cool. It gives you bonus credits, which is kind of nice. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. Augur Secrets is also in there. Power Drift, Growing Power, and he's a tank, so we're rocking Arcane Avenger. So that's pretty much all you need to know. You just build for duration and strength, as you can see. That's it. All right, let's go. We got Phantasma. Or I could actually try... I think I might try the Vermisplicer, Slimy Grabulon. It's kind of a classic. I want to test him out in high-level gameplay, because I think I might do some switching around and use something like the Latum in the Archon Hunt. That might be something I test. I guess we'll also maybe do Archon Hunts on stream again, but, we'll see. All right. Let's go. So, just going to chill for now. Not really going to activate my 3. I want to get that black and white buff, because it's just going to send me sky high. That's it. So we're going to pop Empower right off the bat. We're going to get the energy regen going. So let's find this dude. Yeah, what's up, dude? Should we get the max buff or just the black and white? I think just the... Oh, I'm dead. Alright. Now we just max out the numbers. 1167. Yeah, I think that's the max for Fury, so that's the damage drop. And there you go, that's what you're seeing. So using a chain beam with bonus damage is like one of the most criminal builds in the game. And I think this is what I'm going to do for Mirage as well. So like, this is one of the rare instances where I would say, yeah, just go with the kit gun. Because it's a chain beam. Let's see, how do I describe it? It is a chain beam weapon with a battery that is only slash and viral. Like, it is one of the most criminal weapons in the game. I don't think people realize how powerful like the battery operated shit really is. Just to be like, you don't even have to think about ammo ever. I don't have a single weapon that uses ammo. I think I'm at the max. Okay, we're gonna hit 1485 and 1167. Okay, so what that means, I'm getting 1400 bonus armor and I'm getting 1100 bonus damage. So like, to even think about how much damage 1100, that's 10 times damage. I'm getting 10 times bonus damage. I think. Don't quote me on that. But it, you know, that should be correct. Anyway, that's the whole idea. I'm also going to use my 2 just so you can see the numbers on that. I don't know where Black and White Man is. Oh, he's right there. Okay, cool. So let's get in here and let's see some numbers. Okay, so we have 1600 health now. So now you start to understand how the game plays. It's 17 seconds. Let's refresh. Basically, here's what I would say. I think keeping your 2 active is a really smart idea because it forces you to manage 2 abilities, which is just forcing your brain to be like, okay, keep looking at the bottom right. Keep a tab on how long the durations are going, just so you know. And I think that's really going to help me a lot, and you'll start to see why. So we only need to use Empower when we cast our 2. But our 2 is going to run out pretty shortly after our 3. So I think I might recast my 3 a little bit early, just to stagger the durations a little bit. So you can see that's kind of a little bit of a conscious choice that I'm making. And then now we activate Empower. And then we come over here, get that growing power buff, get in the black and white zone, and we refresh. There you go, and that's pretty much it, folks. I mean, what's not to love? He is just Chroma, like he is just gonna buff your damage by an insane degree, and that is kind of the whole gameplay. So, you know, it's a little bit lame, but I love it, folks. Okay, let's be honest, it's fun. Just to be able to use this, one of the most like, here's the thing, the Vermisplicer, you don't even aim, okay? The Vermisplicer, it just auto-locks onto the nearest target. I think it's like the Larkspur. Oh, shit, refresh that. The Larkspur is also like that, which is Hildryn's signature art gun. Dude, I still think they should make a frame that has an exalted art gun. That would be sick. Like, and it literally just has an ammo capacity, and it's an Incarnin weapon, essentially. Like, it just has a max ammo. And then you just dump the ammo gauge, and then it just runs out. I think that would be the sickest. Like some kind of like pirate, like actual, like you have a cannon or something. Like a true like Hydroid 2.0. I feel like that's kind of fucked up, but hey, you know what I mean, folks. I think that's just dope. Anyway, we don't really need black and white. You see, we still hit 1400 health, which is pretty nice. I'm just going to recast that. So you can see once again the durations are pretty much lined up. So it's kind of strange that that happens, but whatever. You're kind of just keeping both of them active keeps you more active. That's all I can say, folks. All right. And I think that tomorrow morning I definitely got to go in and add the time codes. I think those time codes are working. The last stream, it started out with like 17 views. You know, for a little while. It was like under 20, and then all of a sudden it just blew up to like 50 views. And I was just like, whoa, nice. Like these, I think the SEO is kind of hitting pretty well. And some of these frames, I do think the builds are pretty weird, but it's getting the watch time up. That's what I'm looking at. I'm always just looking at the watch time because, like, I think my stats for watch time are like 54, like hours watched on average. So I don't know what that means exactly for YouTube, but you know, hitting the partner program is like, you know, you got to hit a certain watch time, and I think I'm getting more benefit out of the watch time on the streams than like, oh, I lost my abilities. Shit. Oh, I think this guy is actually a normal human again. Yes. Where is he? See, this is just bad gameplay. Bad gameplay. Dead. Okay, there's one. Where's the other? Right there? Okay. I mean, we might as well just recast it and see what we can get. We're gonna fail, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, goodbye. I think we already killed... Yeah, we didn't even see the Acolyte. The Acolyte is just dead. Like, so this is the whole gameplay. Like, even Chroma at his worst, because the health damage is the one that's gonna build up your damage, even in the most dire situations, you literally just click, like you just use your primary and then everything dies. And so we're definitely just going to stick with the Vermisplicer when we go in with Mirage, because what you're gonna notice is that Mirage has this like explosive legerdemain, and I don't know how you pronounce it, but you know, it's a French word, I think. But you know, it's like this kind of okay, like it's really good at like priming for condition overload and like giving enemies like a bunch of corrosive procs and like viral procs and like, or you know, toxin procs and fire and all that stuff. So
so you conquer yourself.
You'll have to decide for yourself how good her, what I would call AoE ability is. Okay, so she does have like some kind of, she can like trap these, and this is the thing. Oh my god. Oh, okay. So with Mirage, what happens is that with her 2, so we'll get into it with Mirage. Okay, we'll just hold off. There's going to be a little synergy with the Vermisplicer that's going to be really sexy. Okay, so that was Chroma, the 3rd of the buff frames, and the last buff frame, of course, is, where is she? Mirage Prime with the Oniro skin. I think that's how you pronounce it. Oniro, yeah. Anyway, okay, let's get into it.
Excellent armaments, operator. Please return covered in blood. Safe and
Okay, let's talk about Mirage Prime. 5 Archon shards. Bonus energy, 2 health shards, and 2 duration shards. And you're going to notice a trend. A lot of the buff frames are essentially just duration and strength. And your Mirage is a little bit unique. Anyway, let's talk about this. Oh god, I'm getting a little... Okay. So we have 2 funky things right off the bat, but I will start off by saying we have double Umbra plus Grace plus Guardian. So we have also adaptation. So we're rocking maximum. This is what I would call build defense. Like this is a defense. This is a type of defense that you can put on any frame. You can put Umbral Vitality and Umbral Intensify on any frame. You can put adaptation on any frame. You should put Grace on every frame. And you should put Guardian on every frame. Or, you know, on certain frames. Okay, not every frame. Obviously, we also have the 2 health shards because she has insanely low health. So we barely get to 980. So it's pretty low. But anyway, here we go. We are rocking 247 on the strength. And that comes from the double Umbra. Okay, 55 plus Transient Fortitude and Augur Secrets and Power Drift. And of course, Growing Power. You're also going to notice Explosive Legerdemain. And what that's going to do is that's going to create... that's going to turn all of the ammo drops. So what's happening is you don't use ammo because the Vermisplicer is a battery-operated weapon. So no ammo there. So all the ammo is going to turn into explosives that have huge radius. And you're going to basically proc every element. And there's one more trick to that. Right now I'm rocking Archon Continuity and Archon Strength. Or Stretch. Excuse me. Archon Stretch. Every time I get an electricity proc, I get free energy. And with a toxin proc, it's also going to proc corrosive. So you're getting free armor strip. So with this ability specifically, you're getting a lot of free kind of bonus shit. Okay, so the fact that I don't use any ammo period is going to come in so handy because I'm just going to have so many mines everywhere. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. Oh, I guess I should say yes. I missed everything. Last thing, Hall of Mirrors. You're almost hitting 50% damage, so you're basically getting half damage. But you're rocking Roar with 247% strength plus growing power, so you're going to get some big numbers. I talked about Sleight of Hand, and I would say Prism actually does pretty decent damage. It kind of keeps up in Steel Path. So anyway, let's go. Let's just do it. To really understand Mirage, you really just have to watch. Just sit back and watch, okay? Like if you thought that Chroma was strong, oh my god. And Mirage, really her best ability is Hall of Mirrors, and I think everyone knows that. It has a really low duration, so that's why you have to really buff that stat up as much as possible, but you know, you still have pretty low duration. So we're gonna hold off on Roar. We're going to hold off on Hall of Mirrors until we actually get to the black and white zone so we can really just flex. I mean, this is just a flex. Okay, here we go. Black and white zone. Let's get Roar. Let's get Hall of Mirrors. And let's just go. Okay, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. So I'm pretty sure, I would hope that these other Vermisplicers actually lock on, but I think it's working. So we're going to go right to the arena as fast as possible. Yeah, I think every enemy is being locked onto right now. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that. Alright, let's go. So we did run out. That's kind of nice. So yeah, I mean, there you go, folks. That's what I'm talking about. So what's happening right now, in case you haven't noticed, Hall of Mirrors is going to create a bunch of doppelgangers. These doppelgangers are going to shoot your weapons alongside you. So instead of shooting one tongue-like appendage, we are shooting 3. So that's triple the beam weapon chaining. So you're just chaining like a madman. You're chaining between enemies. You're doing cross-chaining. Like, these weapon types are so absurdly strong. You know, we could switch to the gaze and basically do the same. I mean, look at this, dude. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, talk about brainless gameplay. And then here's the thing. Let's hit them with a little bit of explosive legerdemain. Okay? We're going to come over here. We're going to hit 2. You're going to see every single enemy is going to get lit up. And we're actually kind of deleting a little bit. A few of these enemies. Not all of them, but definitely a few of them. But as you can see, free energy. You know, we're getting a bunch of corrosive procs, and we just spam it like crazy. Look at this. Just lighting them up. It's beautiful. I love to see it. That's kind of all you need. But yeah, this is what I'm saying. You're going to do a lot better by just using your gun and rocking Hall of Mirrors, okay? You're going to just run wild, just go crazy. Keep moving. Okay, you don't have a lot of health. You're still kind of pretty squishy. Even with all of these defensive buffs, you're still kind of going to nuke. And here's what I would say. Using a glaive also with Hall of Mirrors, incredibly criminal, okay? One of the most savage things you can do for these enemies. Like, they're not going to know what hit them, okay? You're going to hit them with the 1-2 punch for sure. And you can see, like, this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to lag the game, okay? We're at 70 FPS. You know, and we're talking about spamming the fuck out of these glaives, just going wild. Okay, there you go. Alright, I think we're good to go, folks. This is pretty much it. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we're 2 minutes in. Yeah, if you don't get the gameplay at this point, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a lot to it. That's really the main thing. I guess we should take our medicine at the right time this time. You know, I got work on Monday. I guess I do need to send my boss a note. I will do that before I go to bed, but anyway. Here's what I'm talking about, folks. The buff frames are just nice. They're kind of relaxing. You just kind of do what you need to do. Obviously, Mirage is very unique, and to call her a buff frame is a little unusual, but I think it's still pretty savage gameplay. I think it's just so cringe. Like, there's not a lot to do. The Vermisplicer is really just putting in work, and that's the secret. You got to do your builds right, okay? Even when I'm not at maximum crit chance, I think I'm hitting like 80%, maybe something like that crit chance. It's pretty decent, but you're still gonna rock. You're just absolutely gonna rock and roll. Just hit him with 1 or 2 and he's dead. Look, he's a goner. Look at this gameplay. I mean, guys, you're seeing this, and it's running at over 60, so you guys are still getting it as crispy as can be. I don't think we've gone under 60, which is just all I could hope for. I guess now we have Oculus, and then we'll get the... Oh, we actually got the Acolyte pretty early. I mean, I like it. No, I love it, actually, folks. I love it. Okay, but I will say, everybody, on Tuesday, we are doing the first weapon tier list, so I have to prep that. So I'm going to prep a tier list. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I might take screenshots of all the weapons. I'm not quite sure yet. I think that's a smart idea. But yeah, I think we'll actually put together a tier list in Photoshop so I can just do it myself. Because not only will this be a tier list, but this will also be a ranking. So I'm actually going to rank every weapon from worst to best. So, you know, that's going to be the title. Ranking every... Should I do Warframe, ranking every meta primary from worst to best? Or ranking every meta primary in Warframe from worst to best? I think probably that's better. Actually putting it in a sentence. Okay, let's get both of them. And so that's going to be, you know, we're going to have some debate. But my criteria is generally like, I think a meta primary should be good without a Riven. I think you should be able to rock it without a Riven. So, you know, definitely the kit guns are going to the top. They're going to the tippy top. But I will have to put together a build without a Riven. So that's kind of rule number one. Because, you know, I think Rivens just skew the gameplay too much. Because if you're going around telling everyone that, oh, you know, get a Riven for X, Y, and Z weapon, it's like, yeah, obviously, here's what I would say. The whole point of a meta primary is that if you get a Riven for any of these weapons, and this is why kit gun Rivens are so valuable, because there are only 6 kit guns in the entire game. So that means you basically have I would say half of them are good. So you basically have you have a 50-50 shot of getting a kit gun, of getting a Riven that will change your entire Warframe career. Like, you can basically rock a kit gun till the end of the earth. Like, I would say that Rattle Guts kind of sucks. I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much it. I think Rattle Guts is the worst. If you get a Rattle Guts Riven, get fucked. So you have a 5 in 6 chance. So that's essentially like, God, what is that? I mean, that's pretty good. That's like 80% chance. You have an 80% chance of getting a game-ending Riven, like a Riven that will change your entire life. So that's what I would say. And obviously all of my Rivens, all of my kit guns have Rivens. All of my meta primaries have Rivens. That's kind of just how you rock at this point, if you're going to be this deep into the gameplay. Okay, we are done. That is all of the buff frames. So the final group of frames that we are talking about is, in fact, shield frames. And we are talking about Hildryn. We are talking about Nyx. And I think Harrow is the last one. So it's just 3. So we've done 4 and we have 3 left. And these shield frames are so different. They could not be more different. I would say Hildryn is insanely strong. I call her a shield frame, but she has 1,100 health. So she actually has more health than... She has more health. God, what am I trying to say? She has more health than Mirage, purely with the double Umbra plus the double health shards. And, you know, Hildryn is a crazy funky build. So, yeah, obviously we have double health shard with the blue. And then let's get right into the main thing, which is that I've gotten rid of her 4 and I've replaced it with Breach Surge. And that really is a combo of having Haven and Blazing Pillage. And so basically, as long as an enemy is affected by your 3, if you hit them with your 2, they're going to light on fire and they're going to trigger a breach. So that's maximizing the effect of Breach Surge. That's a synergy. That's a must. You're going to notice, obviously, she's a shield frame, so we got Redirection and Boreal's Hatred. Arcane Aegis is a must for shield frames. I would say you could put Grace in here, but I'm kind of a savage, so I put in Arcane Avenger. I would say her only real weakness is toxin damage or like something like that. I would say that a Sentient is going to kill you regardless. So, you know, we have the double Umbra for 55 plus adaptation. We also have fast deflection, which is really unique to Hildryn. It's the only situation that I use it in. We have power drift and growing power, so we're basically going to get a maximum power strength on the 3 and then never recast it. So we're going to be spamming 2 constantly, but that's the whole gameplay. You should be spamming 2 and 4 constantly because it's free. Obviously you do 4 first and then 2, because you want the breach to trigger off of your 2, so you want to have this one active before you have this one. Some numbers to note: we only have 45% range. My hands are dry as fuck, which is kind of weird. Because it's super hot in here. Let's crack the window. All right. All right. Oh my god. Good lord. Okay. I think we're good. All right, folks. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we got a bunch of shield bonuses. We got a little bit of strength, a little bit of range, and we don't really need duration. We want pillage to trigger as fast as possible, and we want to let it run, and then, wait for it to run out, and then use it again. Okay, that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. We got to do Balefire as well. So we got a bunch of power strength buffs. So we're going to deal a lot of damage. So let's talk about Balefire. Let's see what it looks like. Come on, man. There you go. Okay. Yeah, there's Balefire. So yeah, all the basic stuff. Lethal Torrent, Barrel Diffusion, Hornet Strike, must-haves. But you're going to notice we have Magnum Force, because that's the biggest damage buff you can get. But at least as opposed to Augur Pact. I hope that kitty cat pooped in the right place. Super low crit, doesn't really matter. It comes with built-in electricity, so you need to make it corrosive, but we're also rocking heat. We're rocking Scorch and Primed Heated Charge, so we're actually hitting dead even 9,000, 9,000. Total damage 51,000 with the multi-shot of 2.8. So really good stats. I pretty much never charge it up. I don't see the need to. It's better to just spam it. But you can see 100,000 damage. But the charge up rate is still pretty slow, 1.25. So it's not really something that I would see any benefit in charging up. You kind of just spam it. So we'll try all of it. That's pretty much it. So that she is an actual frame, so we're going to use the Stalta. I think that's going to rock it a lot better. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, that was a real stinky chonker. All right, let's go. I'm going to check on that. I'll be right back. All right, folks. We're at an hour and 9 minutes. Let's just hit him with a Stalta right to the face. And then, of course, the glaive is a lot simpler when you're actually only throwing one. So that's going to help. Oh my god, excuse me. I had soup for dinner, and I guess it's coming back to bite me. Okay, so let's get a maximum power strength buff right now. I think it's just growing power and also the black and white. So let's do this. There's Haven, and there's a Pillage. And why don't we just hit him with a Breach Surge for fun? So yeah, the Breach isn't really going to trigger when you want it to, but you can just spam Pillage again. It doesn't really matter. You should basically be spamming your 4 and your 2 constantly, like I said. But there you go. The heat procs are going to start triggering the Breach, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, that is a real stinkus. God damn. Alright, that's pretty much it. I mean, to say that's pretty much it in the first 40 seconds is kind of crazy, but, you know, that's just how it goes. See, you need to be casting Pillage, like, literally all the time. As soon as it deactivates, you need to activate it again, and the activation time is 1.6 seconds. So yeah, you're essentially recasting it as much as humanly possible. I see no reason not to, and that's kind of the whole secret behind it. Because it's giving you shields regardless. So it doesn't matter if you don't have growing power. It doesn't matter what you have. You're going to be constantly stripping armor. You know, you're going to be constantly stripping shields. It's pretty much a never-ending gameplay. And then obviously you can pretty much keep Breach Surge active at all times. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty basic. I'm kind of rocking it right now, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, this is what I love. Like, all the shield frames, you're pretty much going to notice that all the shield frames have Pillage on them, which is Hildryn's Helminth ability. So that is your secret weapon. Pillage is such a good ability. And like, obviously on Hildryn you get access to Blazing Pillage, which is savage as hell. And I think they knew what they were doing. Like, Pillage is such a strong ability that I don't think they could really put an augment that was usable on every frame. Like, to say that, like, not only does every shield frame have access to this, like, absurdly strong, like essentially having infinite energy, like, infinite shields, and infinite armor strip in the simplest way possible, and literally just be able to like spam it forever. Like, to have an augment that also made that ability even stronger would just be too criminal. It would be too ruthless. Pillage would suddenly just become this instant swap. Like, I have Pillage on a bunch of frames. I have Pillage on Zaku because like I don't care about his 3. His 3 has this like lockdown ability where you activate an enemy and then the enemy is like a pillar that strips armor in an area. But like, I just find that Pillage is just so much better. And like, Zaku is building for duration, so it kind of sucks with Pillage. It's not really ideal, but you know, I think really Pillage works on any build. And you know, the Zaku's whole thing is that they have like they have the hit reduction. Like, they just have the dodge chance, so they just actually just don't get hit. Like, they just dodge every bullet. But your cat doesn't dodge every bullet, so your cat's getting nuked, especially in the steel path. So like, being able to kind of spam that ability and just have it constantly active, because that's kind of Zaku's whole gameplay, is just you keep your 4 active, and then your 1 and your 2. Your 1 is Zada's Whisper, which is just a damage buff, and your 2 is this never-ending gun tribute that's like, you know, I think I could max out range even more, but you know, what you're talking about is like 11 guns at least, and they're all dealing void damage, so it's like you're pretty much chilling. As you can see, I just deleted him. Let's just keep Haven active. So we've got a few more enemies to deal with, and then you know, we're moving on. Next up is Nyx. To call Nyx a shield frame is a little funky. I'll just say she's weird. She was kind of an older era, but her 4 is pretty cool when you use Assimilate. She has this ability, Chaos Sphere, that I also kind of like. It's kind of a lockdown ability, so I find that she's really useful on like a defense mission. But I'll also say that what I've also noticed in defense missions is that sometimes you don't even want enemies to attack each other because it slows down the mission. So like, really, she's gonna serve herself best in like solo gameplay, where she just is the only target and you're really just trying to keep the heat off of you. And that is rule number 1, because she of course is a shield frame. Of course she's using Pillage with energy, so it's gonna be pretty energy intensive. So you know, she's got Assimilate, which is pretty good, but anyway, let's get into it. Let's just clear out these guys. I think I got both of them. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, looks good to me so far. I think we're out of here. So yeah, you can see we rocked it. I mean, and this is what you're going to notice about Pillage, is that it just kind of rocks everything. Like, having that armor strip that also gives you free shields. Such a simple solution, so easy to work with. I know that there's a secondary arcane that gives you bonus crit chance when you have overshields active. So like, you could do a whole combo with like Pillage plus that arcane and be pretty much fine. So I think that's just something you gotta love. But yeah, I think that's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna do. So on Tuesday, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put together a tier list. I'm gonna put together, well, we're obviously not gonna put it in any order, but what we are gonna do is get all the meta primaries that I choose. We're gonna put together like an A and a B letter so that I can create like a well, actually no, they are meta tier, so I'm just gonna rank them from bottom to top. That's it. So they're all meta tier. If I were to put them in a tier list of all weapons, they would all be in meta tier. So we're not gonna use the tiers. It's just gonna be ranked top to bottom. But anyway, that was Hildryn. Next up is Nyx. So Nyx needs a lot of support. You can see I have 2 reds for ability duration. I have 2 blues for shield capacity. Obviously got Pillage in there. So yeah, Nyx's signature ability, I would say, is Chaos. It's basically just going to make every enemy in the 40-meter radius attack each other. Obviously, you have like a nullifier bubble or something like that. It's not going to work, so it a little sucks. I have Chaos Sphere on here. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. Mind control is kind of cool. You create a target that becomes a target for every other enemy, and it deals a lot of damage, so it's kind of cool. You could do it on like a sentient, and it would be pretty crazy, but you know, whatever. Absorb is also pretty nice, but Pillage is so nice. I have no strength, so it's only 25% drain, but it doesn't really matter. It's more about the shields that you get, which is going to max out the shields. Obviously, she's a shield frame, so we got Redirection and Boreal's Hatred. I have Prime Flow and Arcane Energize because the only other arcane you need is Arcane Aegis. I have 60% strength, or 60% range from Stretch and Cunning Drift. I have Growing Power, so I'm getting a little bit more strength. I have Prime Continuity. I have Adaptation, as always. So we are hitting pretty decent duration because of those Archon Shards. But yeah, let's talk about the augments. Chaos Sphere. Essentially, what's this going to do? Chaos Sphere is going to create a lockdown point in a circle, and when an enemy steps into that circle, they will become, like, it'll trigger chaos on them. So you'll basically keep it active constantly. Yeah, Assimilate is an absolute must. It turns your 4 into a walking invincibility tank, so you're going to build up damage based on damage taken, but obviously the more damage you take, oh dude, Slay King CC and Besties says hi. Shout out. I love that username. If you have a question for me, yes, go ask away. Yeah, Absorb S tier. Really short duration on the damage buff, but the damage buff can be pretty insane. Yeah, let's see what Slay King has to say. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nyx is pretty squishy. You're gonna notice that she's probably gonna die a lot. So just be prepared for that. Let's see, who are we rocking? Probably Kuva Tonkor. All right, let's see what Slay King has to say. All right, that's it. Nyx Prime Test, second to last frame. It's 8:20. We're actually just cruising through this review. Never mind, I forgot it. It's okay. It's okay, Slay. I believe in you. You'll figure it out. Anyway, let's get into it. This will be simple, okay, folks? You have nothing to worry about. Don't even sweat it. And here's the thing. I think I've cracked it. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think I finally bridged the gap between a YouTube video and a YouTube live stream. Now these are neither. They are both and neither. I am both doing segments and talking about shit and doing all of it at once. There's nothing I'm not doing. Torturing yourself with no remorse. I feel like, isn't it a thing that like mukbangers are like watched a lot by people with eating disorders? Because it's like, it helps them with having eating problems. But I get you. Dude, after this stream ends, this stream is going to be over in about 10 to 15 minutes. And after that, it is Grubulon time. Oh, Wild Wolf, you're killing me, dude. You're killing me. Dude, Slay King says you're so good. And Slay, you're so good. I really appreciate the support. We haven't used any of our abilities except for Pillage. You're going to notice that my cat's shields essentially get depleted almost instantly, which is one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. So what you're going to find is that a lot of your CC abilities are more so for your cat than for yourself, because they're going to give you a nice fat crit chance buff, and you could totally use what am I trying to say? You're killing me literally. Yes, good. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh, the Vulpaphylas. So the Vulpaphylas are the cats of Deimos, and they have a neato feature where they never die, which is kind of sick. And I know that there's a cat that has an evasion buff that's basically like it prevents a single hit, so it's pretty nice. Can you give some tips to be good at that game, please? Let's see. So here's my first tip. Watch my videos. Lol. I can't believe I said that in real life. Anyway, that was a joke. But no, it was also not a joke. So there are a few specific... I think really what you'll learn is that weapon choice is like critical to actually play this game. Like picking the right weapon for the right situation and picking the right... I just got all of my shields deleted by a grenade. Like picking the right... Like, you know, the Warframes can be called heroes or characters or whatever, but picking the right Warframe... Clem is savage. I mean, I love the Clem missions. So, you know, picking the right Warframe, picking the right weapon is really key. And I would say that, you know, there's a few weapons that you start off with. Oh, Slay King followed. Shout out. Dude, Slay King, you are just slaying me. You are just, that is Pussy Slay. God. Shout out Blizz Bear. I mean, he's just a treasure. He's a treat. What's not to love? Anyway, I'm getting distracted. What am I saying? We've used 2 of our abilities. We've used Chaos Sphere and we've used Pillage. But as you can see, Nyx does not give a fuck about power strength. She just goes wild. So here's what I say. Part of the game is that doing really hard content will get you really good stuff, but you can't do that hard content until you already have good stuff. So you're kind of trapped in this loop where you don't even have access to good stuff until much later in the game when you're a high enough mastery. So like as you master weapons and master Warframes, like once you get them to max rank, you're gonna get the biggest bonus possible. So you know, you max out a frame and let's say you get to rank 7. If you get to mastery rank 7, you have access to a couple weapons. I think the Heck is at rank 7. Mastery rank 9, oh geez. Well, okay, here's the thing. If you get to 7, you have access to the Zorus, I think. Yeah, I think if I'm remembering it right, the Zorus is at rank 7. And if you can get a couple good weapons, let's show off Assimilate first of all. If you can get a couple good weapons, like the Zorus, and if you can get a couple good mods for the Zorus, then it will become a monster that will delete everything in the game, including into the steel path. Like, and then if you get a Riven for the Zorus, you're just game over. It's criminal. The whole game becomes easy. Okay, it's Dumbo hours. This is Assimilate. We have 40,000 damage. Oh, I'm gonna mind control this guy. Let's see if I can mind control him. There we go. So we mind controlled him. And then I think if I shoot him, he's going to build up some damage. So now my Battlist is my friend. So that's going to be pretty sick. But I did die in the process, so that does suck. Come on, let's get some kills, folks. There you go. Easy. So I think the Battlist is my friend. I don't think he's going to do the spinny laser ability. I think that would be way too criminal. So we're going to spam this. If you ever wish for anything, what would it be? Probably like... Oh, Jesus. Like, a couple million in a savings account. Or like a house. Like a couple million in like a high yield account that I could just live off of for the rest of my life. Like being able to just have a passive income of 50k for the rest of my life. I feel like would just be savage mode. But yeah, that's kind of a crazy thing to ask. But I mean, would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee grow? Oh God. This is a tree grow, I feel like, obviously. Wow, who cares about knees? Like, what's the value of a knee? That is a strange question. You posed me a strange question. Oh, this is Speed Up Tay. This is a different person. Oh, okay. I was wondering. I was like, who's this? Like, Slay King is asking me, what would you ever wish for? Don't give up your dreams. Shout out Slay King. I need to be out of here. As you can see, getting deleted instantly is a trait of shield frames. You got caught with that one. Oh my God. Speed Up Tay. You really got me on that one. I don't know what it is. Like, it's always like right at the end of the stream that the viewership kind of ticks up. Like now we have 2 active viewers on YouTube, and it's like I feel bad for you guys because the stream is gonna end. Like I have one more frame review, like one more build, and then one more test, and then like we're done. I'll do some announcements, but like, damn, I feel bad. Hey,
And
let's
so
see.
we
Fuck.
learn
What am I trying to say?
the importance of clarity, purpose.
We'll put out the time clips. That's the important thing. Putting out the timestamps is the critical thing, because that's really what gets the viewership going. Like, as you'll notice, the viewership kind of ticks up later in the day. Like after a few days, the viewership will kind of get a big bump on these streams, which is essentially what I'm looking for. And I'm thinking that the more often I do it, the more consistent the algorithm will be. And so, you know, it's all about maximizing the algorithm. Anyway, final frame. One of my favorites, one of the most complicated frames. Well, I have to go take a nap now. Hey, dude, Slay King, shout out. I love emojis. Emojis make me happy. I don't know what it is. Like, it's like I do feel like you're expressing that emotion directly to me, and I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just a fucking brainless idiot. But shout out anyone that uses emojis. It makes me happy. We are an hour and 25 in. We are cruising for a bruising. 13 minutes of average view duration, courtesy of Wild Wolf. Shout out. Send that Harrow build. Let's see that Harrow build. Yes. Okay, first of all, Harrow is a duration fiend. Max out that duration. We are rocking, well, not really super duration, but you'll understand in a second. We are rocking double duration Archon shards with the reds. We are rocking double shield capacity with the blues. And he has some really funky gameplay. Okay. Number one, we are trying to max out duration, but really that's not doing too well. We have primed continuity and augur message plus the Archon shard, so it's going to get us to 199. Your strength is only really going to buff your 2 and your 4 a little bit. But let's see. To buff strength, I have double Umbra plus adaptation as always, and Arcane Grace. Oh, we'll talk about Aegis in this. Anyway, and Augur Secret. So that's the only strength buff I'm getting. You're going to notice Grace and Aegis because Harrow is the only real example of a hybrid between a health and a shield frame where he does kind of both and he needs both. But he also has health regen from this ability, so it's pretty sick. Yeah, let's see. Prime Flow is a must because this is going to give you energy on kill. So let's talk about his abilities. Keeping Thurible active is a must. It has a 70-second duration, which is really nice. You're going to get free energy. Just maximize the energy. That's it. Penance we will talk about later. Covenant is S tier. Having a nice long protection is going to be really good, but especially if you're in solo, you're going to hit some huge numbers. And I think for my build, as long as you get at least 2,000 damage, as long as you get a growing power proc, then you're going to get max crit chance, which is the other thing. Okay. This is going to give you flat 40% or 50% bonus crit chance, which is just absolutely destructive. But yeah, it's a must to keep active at all times. You get free invincibility for 11 seconds, and then you get free crit chance for 23. But really the secret is Pillage, once again on a shield frame. We have a 48% drain, so in 2 casts, we're going to fully drain all the armor. They're going to have 0 armor. And if you have max shields, as long as you have max shields, and you use your 2 penance, it's going to drain all of your shields, and it's going to give you a 2-minute duration. So it should work even on a pretty low amount of shields, like maybe 3,000 or something. But yeah, getting max shields is pretty easy. You're going to notice a combo that I'm going to show off. It has lifesteal. But yeah, you want to have growing power active for that because you're going to get a fire rate bonus, and you're just going to go wild. So this is a good situation to use something like... actually, Slimy Grabulon would be a really good choice. He is kind of a buff frame as well. Yeah, let's use Slimy Grabulon. Okay, let's go. I'm back. I thought I had to go to sleep. Hey, shout out Slay King. Slay King's back, everybody. And he gives a I mean, that's a classic emoji, dude. I don't know why. I just feel like I could never use emoji. That's just not my style. Like, as a writer who writes, you know, that's how it is. Anyway, let's do Harrow. Final frame. Shout out Slay King, as always. Just popping in chat and brightening everybody's day. I think we're good to go. Shout out Wild Wolf also. You know, this is great gameplay. And here's the thing. So what's going to happen on Tuesday is we're going to do the ranking. That's the first thing we're going to do. And then after we do the ranking, we're going to do all of the builds back to back to back so that I can just put them all next to each other. And I'm going to show off 2 different builds. I'm going to show off the Riven build, which is usually really funky and weird, and you guys are going to, really scratch your heads. But before I show the Riven build, I'm going to show the classic build, which is the reason, this build is the reason that this weapon is put into the meta weapon category. I don't think I got any duration off of it. Yeah, that was garbage. So what I'm trying to say is these builds are king. They will save your gameplay. They will make it easy. They will make it brainless, okay? Let's see what Slay King says. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Will you name my... Okay, anyway. He's, let's say they. Slay King says, they had a bad day, and I made their day brighter, which is fucking savage. I mean, so... This is what I'm saying. Slay, you got the sparkle emoji, you got the smile emoji in your name. This is what we gotta do. So we gotta bring smiles into the world, okay, folks? This is why if you bring a build to the classroom, okay, we only give points. We never take them away, okay? We're here to spread positivity. We're here to show off great things that people are doing for their build. Wild Wolf says, shout out Slay King. Okay, that's the vibe we want. Okay, we're trying to bring positivity. You love to see it. What's not to love, folks? I mean, it just brightens everyone's day. And you're looking at the gameplay right fucking here. There is no gameplay. I have such a high duration, or I have such a high fire rate that this tongue is just coming out like a madman. And this is going to be the real secret. This is going to be the real secret. Like, there truly is no gameplay. You're rocking Vermisplicer. You are going absolute savage mode. You stop shooting for 1 second to just build up your 4. We're going to get over 10,000, 11,000 damage, and it's not even going to matter. But then the real secret, of course, is Pillage. Okay, Pillage, the most criminal ability in the game. And we're going to get a max penance. We're going to get a massive fire rate buff. And we're going to recast our 3. So this is the Harrow gameplay. It is fast. There is a lot of shit to manage. Constantly doing the 4. The primary is the Vermisplicer primary. And the Vermisplicer is a kit gun. And I was telling you before, there are only 6 kit guns in the game. So you have a 1 in 6 chance of getting the Vermisplicer. You have a 1 in 6 chance of getting the Gaze, which is also what I would consider to be the strongest secondary weapon in the game, with 85 shots in the mag. Okay, maxed out on the crit chance buff. Okay, you're rocking Cascadia Flare. You're rocking max heat damage. You are going to build up 100 stacks of heat in an instant. Okay, and just delete. Okay, I sold a ribbon for that for 80 plat. Oh, savage. Was it rolled for Gaze? Yeah, Gaze is incredible. Gaze is an absolute monster as a secondary. So here's what I would say. If you rocked the Vermisplicer as your primary and the Gaze as your secondary, you would just be rocking. Like, for a lot of frames, there would be no gameplay. You would not have to worry. As you can see with Harrow, it could not be simpler. It is literally just keep your 4 active. Rattleguts is okay. Here's what I was saying. Rattleguts is the worst of the kit guns, because it's literally just a full auto. It's just full auto. There's nothing special about it. Like Tombfinger, the secondary is an AoE. The Tombfinger secondary is essentially the Sepulchrum. It's essentially the Spear X. Like, you're talking about a rail slug that has a small AoE. Just absolutely incredible. The Tombfinger primary is an AoE with like a 7-meter explosion. No wonder why no one wants these. Yeah, like the Rattleguts is just the worst of the kit guns. Like when you talk about the there's another one. The heat one, the shotgun, the heat shotgun. I don't remember what it's called now. I'll remember. But yeah, the Gaze is the beam weapon, the first beam weapon. The Spore Lacer is an AoE. It's essentially the same. The Spore Lacer is the Kuva Brahma with infinite ammo. Alright, like, I don't know how I can express that anyway else, but the Spore Lacer is the Kuva Brahma with a battery operated. So you never run out of ammo. You can bring it into Railjack and you'll never run out of ammo. Like, it just simplifies. Oh shit, hang on one second. Are you going live again tomorrow is what Slaking says. Slaking, I'm going live on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. I got deleted. So if you stop by on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific. If you stop by on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, I will be doing the weapon review. So I will be ranking all of the best meta primaries. So that's a good chance for you to see all of the best. You know, I'm going to be showing off all the kit guns. We got a lot of weapons to cover. I would say that most of the kit guns go to the S tier just pretty much immediately. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. But I will say, Wednesday is a very special day because Wednesday is when Deviri comes out. So I'm going to be streaming Deviri. We're going to try and get some viewers going on Deviri. But I think it's going to be absolutely wild. Well, I have to go now. Slaking says, see you on Tuesday. Shout out Slaking. I mean, I couldn't say it more. I'll say it once. I'll say it a million times. Shout out Slaking. There's Max Shield. Let's do this one more time. Keep your 4 active. Jamaica getting a lot of rain recently. Are you living in Jamaica? Damn, wow. I mean, here's what I say. California has been getting a lot of rain too. This is global climate change in effect. This is the climate being drastically altered, and it's like, yeah, California had like a rainy season for the first time in fucking 5 years or whatever, like, or you know, maybe even longer, maybe even more than a decade. Like, they might have had a decade-long drought, which is just crazy. Born and raised in Jamaica, dude. Wild Wolf officially canonized, adding to the lore. Wild Wolf is in Jamaica. I mean, I'm surprised you can even play Warframe. Like, I hope it's running okay for you in, you know, the Caribbean. Dude, I want to go to Jamaica. You tell me what. Okay, Wild Wolf. Before we close out the stream, would you consider Jamaica to be part of the Caribbean? Because I want to do a whole Caribbean excursion, and I hope it goes well. Oh, I forgot to take my medicine. Let's just do that. 18. Canonizing more information. That'll be the last thing for today. Is Jamaica part of the Caribbean? I would say so. I mean, we could look at a map. Let's look at a map. We are the head of the Caribbean. Yes. I try not to be too assumptive, but yes. Wild Wolf says it best. We're the head of the Caribbean. Shout out. All right. Jesus Christ. That's it. That's all I got for you folks. We're going to close it out in a second. Dude, I got to go to Jamaica. Well, I got to go to Jamaica. I got to go to all the Caribbean. The Caribbean is too fucking cool. When Jamaica wins, the Caribbean wins. Yes! Shout out Wild Wolf to close out the stream. What a great way to end. Anyway, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We're going to be live Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week. And it's going to be a huge Deviri special on Wednesday and Thursday, so definitely stop by for that. And that is all I got for you folks. As always, when Jamaica wins, the Caribbean wins.